Hi, my name is Jonas Edwards. In the video you are about to watch, I hope will shine a light on the difference in compatible opinions from different people's views of illegal immigration. I want to explain the next clip you are about to see is a clip of a ICE agent, which ICE stands for Immigration and Customs Enforcement, capturing and detaining a illegal immigrant for deportation. My name is Jonas Edwards, and this is my dad, Sylvester Edwards.
Hi.
So, Dad, with the first question, can you please tell me about how will illegal immigrants affect the way you live?
Okay, so how will illegal immigrants affect the way I live? Uh, Two ways I think immigrants affect the way we live, which is on an economical level. Uh, One is cheap labor that helps keeps the cost of farm produce at a low and reasonable cost, and which is good. But on the other hand, I think they contribute to skyrocketing medical costs by flooding the emergency rooms, which I feel is under control at the time, due solely to Obamacare, although that's not perfect. But I think it's better than the situation we was accustomed to before.
Okay. Based on your experience, how do you feel about illegal immigrants?
How do I feel about illegal immigrants based on my experience? Well, I have a rather unique uh, answer or a situation, dealing with my personal experience. I think I would categorize them as some good, some bad, and some ugly. I know that may sound drastic to some people, but you know, I feel that way because I have to deal with them on a daily basis, and it could be rather nerve wracking for some. But the reason why I say that is because I sympathize with the ones that comes over to the U.S. And try to seek a better life for their families. You know, I would say that's the good ones. They're good. The bad, I would say, is the one that comes over to look for a second chance. Given the circumstances that they grew up around drugs and crime, which they became accustomed to. But after getting here, to fall back into the same pattern that they was trying to escape, in the first place. So I would say that's bad. And the ugly is the guys who just live, I think, to just kill, rob, and terrorize their surrounding communities. with the gang violence and drug trafficking. Those who hold no value of life, not even their own.
Okay, and the last question. How do you think illegal immigrants affect you and your family?
Well, given the unique circumstances, like I said before, I can sometimes find myself in horrific situations where it could be a matter of life or death, which would affect my family drastically. Uh, so the circumstances, uncertainty sometimes brings undue stress.
Okay. Thank you, Dad, for your wonderful time.
You're welcome, my boy.
Hi, my name is Jonas Edwards, and this is my uncle, Freddie Tapowan, who just retired from the U.S. Navy. So, Uncle, for the first question, can you please tell me about how will illegal immigrants affect the way you live?
Well, Jonas, that's a very interesting question. I'm gonna have to say, indirectly, it affects me in a way that it's inappropriate spending of the U.S. government. See, when these illegal immigrants get hospitalized and they don't have money to pay for it, guess who's gonna shoulder the expenses? It's the U.S. government, right? So that funding is allocated to them. However, I'm affected because of the fact that I am a U.S. Citizen paying taxes. So it's an appropriate expenses that the government is spending for them.
Okay, and for the second question, based on your experience, how do you feel about illegal immigrants?
Well, for illegal immigrants, I'm gonna have to categorize it into two divisions. You have the bad illegal immigrants, and you have the good illegal immigrants. Well, I'm gonna discuss the good first. Well, for them, I think they just want to live a peaceful and happy family here in the United States, and they are productive. My suggestion, I don't know if President Trump will take this, give them amnesty. Let them stay here. Offer them a legal stay in United States. However, for the bad illegal immigrants causing the country problems, they have to be deported. They have to go at the earliest possible opportunity.
Okay, for the last question, how do you think illegal immigrants affect you or your family?
Well, good good illegal immigrants, like I said earlier, they can stay. However, for the bad ones, it affects me because I don't want I don't want to put my family in harm's way. Okay, with these bad illegal immigrants in our neighborhood, I don't want to go through that. I want to have I want to have a security, family safe in our neighborhood.
Okay, so that's the end of our interview. Thank you, Uncle, for your wonderful time.
You're welcome.
Hi, my name is Jonas Edwards, and this is my uncle, Wagner Daya, a U.S. military veteran. So, Uncle, for the first question, can you please tell me about how will illegal immigrants affect the way you live?
We have a border which is wide open. So illegal workers or illegal immigrants are here with no background checks. So if you believe in 9/11, most of the things that's going on in our country now is coming from illegal immigrants or from those illegal workers. So it is kind of scary because it might happen again on what happened in 9/11.
Okay, so for the second question, based on your experience, how do you feel about illegal immigrants?
It is not fair. One is because my father, he worked in the U.S. military base in the Philippines for 25 years. So if illegal immigrants just came here for no reason at all, it is not fair for my dad who works for military base for 25 years.
Okay, so for the last question, how do you think illegal immigrants affect you or your family?
My taxes go to them. Number one, because they don't have any medical benefits. So if they go to the hospital, most of the time we pay their bills. Number two, the illegal workers they normally take our jobs. So it is very competing against the lower paid illegal workers.
Okay, well, that's the end of our interview. Thank you, Uncle, for your wonderful time.
Well appreciated, boy.
After viewing the videos and listening to how others feel about immigration helps us to understand that many people from different walks of life share the same view on the topic of illegal immigration. And from my opinion, listening to the different interviews, I feel that the majority feel that certain illegal immigrants should be given amnesty and a chance for citizenship.